What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. Just want to tap in. I've been in these watching these AEW. So excuse me, not AEW, A&E biographies on these WWE superstars in the past couple of days or so. Got put on with one of my boys that not really a wrestling fan, but he likes the old school wrestling, and he saw one else with the Ultimate Warrior. Haven't seen that one yet, but I'm interested to see how it turns out. You know what I mean? So we have that one there, and then the one I saw specifically, and I'll go into two different reviews, but I had seen the one with Stone Cold, and this one I want to talk about is Booker T. Very interesting. They're about an hour and a half long. Go check them out. A&E Biographies, and they have wrestlers from different categories and things like that. So this specific one with Booker T, very interesting background. I knew a lot about it, and it was just good to see different things because and hear different things from his perspective. And he basically came up not I ain't gonna say it's single child. He had brothers and sisters, and he tagged up with Stevie Ray, and they had that formidable tag team, the Harlem Heat. Now they show how they met. They met since real life younger kids, and they are like actually, I won't say blood brothers, but they grew up on the same block, and they pretty much came up in the same household, if not the same, right next door to each other. So they've been around each other for a while. And Stevie Ray is kind of somebody who pushed Booker T into being going to wrestling. And this story is real interesting. I recommend you check it out. I'm just giving you a quick dirty rundown as I can. I'm trying to get this camera straight. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Maybe some sunlight. There you go. But yeah, either way. So Booker T grew up. Booker T, Stevie Ray grew up same block. Booker T was the youngest of, I want to say, 3 siblings, 2 sisters. He only had the mom in the house. I forgot what happened to the dad, but he had the mom in the house. Mom passed when he was 13, and then he was kind of like on his own. It's kind of an intriguing story because it happens all around the world, or all around the United States, I should say, probably the world, but most in the United States. You see broken homes. You see, like, he said it legitimately, like nobody was there checking if he's going to school. Nobody was there to seeing if he finished his homework, if he's coming back to home at times. So he was kind of in the streets at a young age. You know what I'm saying? And streets was pretty much raising him, and he was making choices that he had to make. At the time where he ended up, I'll let y'all see the details of that, but he ended up getting locked up as a teenager, actually having a job. So, and he was doing stuff, that him and his friends kind of plotted and planned as being young, and ended up doing some time for that. So when they talk about Booker T doing time and coming from the streets, and I mean, it's all legitimate, and it really is a true story. They talk about how, the true, rags to riches story. They talk about how he met Charmaine, his wife, and it's a beautiful thing that they're still together. They talk about the journey from WCW to WWF to WWE, how he wasn't accepted first in WWE, but one of the biggest things he said in the documentary was he was like, when they sold WCW, a lot of people were hurt and shocked and all this stuff, but he was happy because he wasn't even supposed to be there. You know what I'm saying? And he just keeps working and getting where it needs to be. Like, that's a good pointer for all you kids and all the people out there. It's like, you work and you work. You know what I'm saying? When you stop working, you can't just expect something to fall in your lap on accident. You see people go viral. You see people win the lottery, things like that. Real successful, I ain't gonna say real successful, most successful people are on the backs of their hard work, and their dedication to whatever they're trying to do, and you take L's, but you have to, like, bet on yourself and invest in yourself. And that's what Booker T did, and it was pretty interesting, pretty dope to kind of see how that evolved. A lot of interesting things. A couple of interesting things I found out about came from he basically was an orphan at one point because he didn't have his dad. I don't think that was alive, or he's in prison or whatever, and he went to jail. He has twin kids. Oh, he went to jail, and his mom passed away when he was 13, like I said, and all he had was his sisters who were minors, and they didn't get split up, but they ended up moving, to another residence, outside of their home. Also, he has two twins with Charmaine, but I think he has an older son that he had when he was 16, before all the wrestling and all this stuff, probably before getting locked up, and now he's locked up. I know he didn't say how many, what for, what is he getting life, whatever, but he's just saying he's there for him. And an interesting common denominator on some of these biographies, like especially I'll go into Stone Cold's as well, on a separate review, but the common denominator is that they're on the road so often, like they're providing for their family, but they're not there. They're not there, and I know I can understand how that is being, in the military, and also I can very much understand how that is. So it's a lot of regret there, and it's a lot of, but you tell like they wouldn't change certain things if it hadn't happened. But then again, you see stuff like his oldest son, being locked up, and you wonder if it would have any kind of effect on him if he was like actually present. But then would he be provided for? And it's a whole bunch of what ifs. And then let me see lastly, I think another interesting fact I saw on there about Booker T is just he is he's like inspired by a lot of different things, and it starts off where he's inspired by New York and the Shaft thing and all, like the movies and the can you dig it? That's where he gets that can you dig it, sucker? You know what I'm saying? And he just was always charismatic. He picks up on stuff, and he just seems like he's always athletic and getting into things first. Like he kind of dreams something, and then he makes it happen through hard work. So and you could say that you expect that from every wrestler, but every wrestler is not kind of working hard all the time, and you can tell the stories where they kind of fall off. But it's good to see that where he came from and what he's dealing with still, and where he just keeps it going. So I recommend y'all check it out. Let me know if y'all have it already. Put it in the comments, man. And then where y'all rank Booker T all time. What do y'all think? I think definitely in the well, I don't say in WWE, but I'm saying as a superstar, like just between WWE, WCW, it's an argument where you can put him in the top 10 as a single competitor. Definitely his tag team. You have to put him up there. So, yeah, let me know if y'all see it. I'm putting in the comments what y'all thought about it. If not, check it out. A&E Biographies, Booker T. Talk to y'all later, man. Take care of each other. Be safe.